So this is going to be, well, there are three fruit bushes there, 2 currants and a gooseberry, a tiny gooseberry. This is going to be my leisure area where I'm going to sit and in the warm underneath the tarpaulin that's on the edge of that. When the winds die down, I'm not going to blow it all away. Because working up here in the heat is very hot, so it's nice to have somewhere shady to go. So this is what this is going to be. So all the wood chips are put there to keep it weed free and dry. So I've used wood chips on path as well, and in the fruit bushes over there. The Tayberries, and in here is going to go sweet corn, butternut squash and climbing beans, I hope. And in here is going to go butternut squash. So broad beans are doing okay, but as you can see, the leaves are all been nibbled, but then there's a little beetle that does that, but they survive it and come through it. And in fact, if you look, you can see there the flowers coming on the broad beans. So we want the insects, the bees and the ladybirds to come along, pollinate and keep the aphids down, which they're good at. Over there is strawberries and raspberries, which are not doing very well at all, so I'll have to think about what I'm going to do there. More strawberries and a blueberry plant. Potatoes coming up nicely. And in here there are 3 courgettes which are underneath the fleece, partly to protect them in case of frost, although it looks unlikely, and partly to help keep the slugs away because there are demons at the moment. And there is going to go broccoli. So I'm just waiting a few more days to put them in because it's slug fest at the moment. And here is a bit disappointing. This was my carrot bed with a special fleece on it, but the carrots germinated fine, but then all disappeared. So either a mouse or slugs have eaten their fill, so I'm going to have to re-sow the whole bed. Very disappointing, but it's not the first time that that's happened. So peas, there's some peas coming up, the late ones. They're the earlier ones, and they're the even earlier ones over there, and they're doing okay. They've been nibbled like the broad beans, but they're okay. In here, down that end under the fleece, is some kale, and so this bed is going to be cabbages and kale, so I'll need to cover it once the cabbage whites get going. Now this is a bit disappointing. My lovely asparagus has been munched by the slugs. Every single shoot has been munched. There's one just about surviving, but there you go. Some garlic there. And the potatoes are coming up lovely in this potato bin. These 2 potato bins, so hopefully they will turn out to be good. And leeks in there, they put them in early, but I suspect that I'll lose quite a few of those because they were so young, but they're running out of space, so in they went. But hopefully if the weather warms up, then they should get going, some of them anyway. And this is going to be, I'm not sure what yet, Might be pumpkin. There's one blueberry bush. I've got some fruit bushes that I've ordered. There's a wineberry going to go in there, whatever that is, and a couple of other ones which I've forgotten. That blueberry is doing okay. Now I've moved it away from the moles, but not away from the fox, who has dug a massive hole looking for a mole or mice. I don't mind them doing that, but I do mind them scratching my polytunnel, trying to get in and get the mice in there. But never mind. Lots of flowers, lots of young fruit on the currant bushes. Few gooseberries, so it might be alright. And Julie's putting sweet peas down that end. Oops, I'm stuck in the netting. Which, have they survived the slugs? Doesn't look good, but we will see. And my bees are still busy, I think. I can't see any at the moment, but they are in and out quite regularly. Don't seem to be put off by the wet weather. No, not a single one. Oh well, never mind. Broccoli's finished, but the honeybees like it. So, red pepper, Deli Star cucumber, and that is oh god, slugged cucumber, but it's one of those little baby cucumbers. And that is a melon. I just hope the slugs don't get it. There's another melon to go in there. Some spare leeks in those pots. Chilies there in these two little pots. And these onions, look at the size of them. Grown over winter in the polytunnel. Everybody should have a polytunnel. And these cabbages grown for winter greens are starting to form hearts. That's quite solid in there. So we should get 3 or 4 nice little cabbages coming out of that. So the polytunnel is a success in terms of produce, but I need to get these cabbages out so I can put my melons and watermelon and 1 or 2 other things in there. Lovely.